Hello, I'm Steph Saliba. Welcome to the Good News Project. On this week's show, a South African albino model set on breaking down barriers. An Iowa businessman pays forward, and Facebook helps a lost teddy find its way home. But first, hello. Welcome to the first episode of the Good News Project, a news program you can actually watch. Here, every Friday, I will curate the best of the internet and the community for your disposal. Too often, we see an overhyped, sensationalized, depressing story chosen to front newspapers, bulletins, and billboards over the heartwarming, feel-good story. And why? Because we're told that sex, drugs, war, and just bad news in general is what sells. Not your heroic tale of neighborhood hero rescuing cat from tree. Here at the Good News Project, though, I beg to differ. I believe the good news has a solid place in our society. It too can sell, possibly even outsell the bad stuff. So I will be here every Friday delivering you the very best, uplifting, inspirational, put a smile on your face until your cheeks hurt stories I can find in a bid to hopefully not only get you away from the dark realities we live in for a few moments, but restore your faith in humanity just that tiny bit. So welcome. Now let's get on with some news. A South African law graduate has become one of the world's first high-profile models living with albinism. Albinism is a genetic condition that leaves a person with no pigment in their skin, hair, and eyes due to the absence of melanin. In many parts of the world, people with albinism are subject to prejudice, and in Africa, they're at high risks of being killed or tortured or used in witchcraft as medicine, as albinos are believed to have special healing powers. Thando Hooper hopes to challenge the prejudices put against those with the condition and could be seen as one of the growing trend of albino models in Africa, serving as role models for the albino community. Across the pond, a 15-year-old Memphis boy will be giving Hollywood a shot when he stars in a movie directed by Spike Lee's brother, Sync Lee, next year. Rob Darius Brown landed the gig after speaking out about his personal experiences of being bullied for being albino, in which he revealed on an anti-bullying episode of the Trisha Goddard Show that he was bullied to the point of suicide. Brown, or his alter ego and stage name Robin X, now turns his pain and suffering into empowerment through lyrics. I overcame bullying, fought with the hooligans, he raps on his song Heartless. Robin X will be appearing at West Memphis Civic Center this Saturday, January 4th from 5 p.m. If you are from the area and would like to attend, please check it out. It's Christmas Eve and Johnny Wright is standing on the side of an Iowa road, donning an old sweatshirt and a sign asking passers-by for money or food. A businessman, Wright appears homeless but is anything but homeless or poor. When someone would hand him something, Wright would give him or her an envelope. Inside the envelope was a letter and a $10 or $100 bill. The letter began, "Merry Christmas and thank you so much for your very kind and thoughtful donation. I live in Des Moines, but I am not homeless or destitute or without a job. Instead, I am here to give thanks for the many blessings in my life by paying them forward and honoring you and others who give. Please take the money in this envelope and keep it, spend it, donate it, pay it forward, whatever your heart tells you to do." According to a post on his Facebook wall, he spent 4 hours on the road, wearing inadequate clothing in 12-degree temps, shivering with head bowed, standing in front of strangers, afraid to look them in the eye, and silently begging for their help. I felt helpless and cold and humbled and ignored and broken, and proud and grateful and thrilled and honored and loved. The power of human kindness and generosity carved a permanent place and space in my heart, and I will never forget their loving faces and gentle touch as they placed their hard-earned money in my hand. In all, $363, 3 pepperoni sandwiches, 2 donuts, a pack of M&Ms, an apple, and a pair of gloves were donated. According to the Facebook post, Wright will be donating all donations to the Bethel Mission and add $1,000 of his own money on top of the donations he received. His actions have encouraged some of those who donated to pay forward, as according to the post, one man read the letter and left Wright a voicemail saying, "I took the $10 you gave me and am going to donate $200 to a charity." Vicky Nelson was driving along the New England Highway between Toowoomba and Cambodia in Queensland on December 27th when she came across a teddy bear on the road. In a bid to return the teddy to his or her rightful owner, Nelson reached out to the Courier Mail via Facebook to help her. "I am writing to ask whether you can share this on your social media website to help me in my quest. I want to make a little boy or girl very happy this new year," she wrote. A picture of the teddy bear with a piece of paper that included an email address soon went up. The photo attracted thousands of shares and hundreds of likes that within 2 hours the owner of the teddy bear was found. Nelson shared on January 1st that she was yet to reunite the bear with his owners as they live a few hours away from her, and that the bear will be treated to a first-class flying experience so he can get back to his friend as soon as possible. This week's joke of the week comes from Amanda in Sydney, Australia.
What's Bruce Lee's favourite drink? Water!
If you'd like to contribute a joke for next week's episode, or if you have any stories or photos to share, you can leave a comment below or reach me on any of the social media links that I'll be providing in the description below. Finally, a post on Facebook page Busted Locals dated back in December of 2012 has only recently gone viral. Titled "I Wish You Enough," the post has been shared over 400,000 times, has 650,000 likes and 50,000 comments. It reads as follows. Recently, I overheard a mother and daughter in their last moments together at the airport as the daughter's departure had been announced. Standing near the security gate, they hugged and the mother said, "I love you and I wish you enough." The daughter replied, "Mum, our life together has been more than enough. Your love is all I ever needed. I wish you enough too, Mum." They kissed and the daughter left. The mother walked over to the window where I sat. Standing there, I could see she wanted and needed to cry. I tried not to intrude on her privacy, but she welcomed me in by asking, "Did you ever say goodbye to someone, knowing it would be forever?" "Yes, I have," I replied. "Forgive me for asking, but why is this a forever goodbye?" "I am old and she lives so far away. I have challenges ahead, and the reality is the next trip back will be for my funeral," she said. "When you were saying goodbye, I heard you say, 'I wish you enough.' May I ask what that means?" She began to smile. "That's a wish that has been handed down from other generations. My parents used to say it to everyone." She paused a moment and looked up as if trying to remember it in detail, and she smiled even more. "When we said, 'I wish you enough,' we were wanting the other person to have a life filled with just enough good things to sustain them." Then turning toward me, she shared the following, reciting it from memory. "I wish you enough sun to keep your attitude bright. I wish you enough rain to appreciate the sun more. I wish you enough happiness to keep your spirit alive. I wish you enough pain so that the smallest joys in life appear much bigger. I wish you enough gain to satisfy your wanting. I wish you enough loss to appreciate all that you possess. I wish you enough hellos to get you through the final goodbye." She then began to cry and walked away. They say it takes a minute to find a special person, an hour to appreciate them, a day to love them, an entire life to forget them. I'll again leave the link in the description below. Thank you so much for joining me today on the Good News Project. Join me again next Friday for some more good news. I am Steph Saliba. I hope I've restored your faith in humanity, and I wish you enough. Bye.